Hi, I'm Mary Jo. I have been a nurse for over 50 years, but more incredibly than that, I have lost over 100 pounds and reversed all chronic disease in my life, and it's all based on the science of nutrition. It may not be what you want to hear, but finding out the delicious way to eat a high nutrient plant based diet has caused tremendous and positive changes in my life and in my world. Today, I just thought I would mention something a little off from eating, though it is my favorite subject, and that is exercise. You know, I'm 73 years young, and it's amazing what I can do. And so I thought I would discuss some of the new places I have found in the city I live in. And several of these are national franchises, so perhaps you would be interested. Okay, one thing I've been involved in for several years is a place called Orange Theory. USA Today labeled them as #1 gym in America. Isn't that interesting? I must admit, I really enjoy two of their types of classes. They have something they call a 3G. Do not know what the G stands for, but you get an opportunity for, it's an hour class. So 1/3 of the class is devoted to treadmill. And if you don't like treadmill, you can do the elliptical or a bike. Then 1/3 of the class is related to rowing. I just love rowing. I'm not always consistent or good at it, but I find it to be just very fun and exciting exercise. And guess what? My knees love it too. And finally, the third part of the 3G class that Orange Theory provides is weightlifting. Now, another type of class they have is all based on weightlifting, upper body, lower body, or a total body weightlifting class. I really, really enjoy those. I wish I had some weights in my hand because it's amazing the muscular outline of my upper arms at this age. This is very exciting. And I think I do owe it to Orange Theory. They also have a class that's seen more often, and it's called a 2G. So it's a class that's about 60 minutes divided in half, and one half is like treadmill or bike or elliptical, and the other half is weights. Now, occasionally they throw a little rowing in there, but not as often as I would like, and I really enjoy the rowing. Now, I wouldn't want to do an hour of rowing, but I love the way they break it up into segments. Now, I read recently a great deal about infrared saunas and how good they are for your immune system, for your skin, for just about everything. Now, there's one caveat associated with this, and that is that if you have heart disease, it is not a good place for you to go because with little movement, your heart rate can escalate significantly. So I've read about infrared saunas, and what I found is a place called Hot Worx, because I also read that things such as hot yoga are really good for you. What is Hot Worx? Hot Worx is a series of infrared saunas which have all the benefits of this type of energy, if you will. And on top of that, there are different routines. There are 40-minute routines you can do. Now, how hot is an infrared sauna? Well, some of my friends think that I'm totally nuts. It's 125 degrees, and I think it's just fine. Eating too close to going to the sauna workout is not particularly a great idea, but other than that, I do quite well in it. And it's usually gentle, softer movements, not very harsh, and several isometric movements that you hold for periods of time. There's a yoga class, a Pilates class, a bar class. There is a stretch class, I'm trying to think of all of them off the top of my head, and I know I've got to be missing. There is an abs class, there is a buns class, and there's just a class called isometrics. There are a ton of different classes, and they give you a virtual instructor in the sauna, and then you do your workout. Now, they also have a few saunas with more aerobic type equipment for a HIT workout, if you will, and they are 15-minute sessions with a bicycle. There's a machine that's more bike-like, but it's got, at the same time, the arms are moving, so some people call it elliptical, but it's not exactly. And they have their own rendition of a rowing machine, which I really enjoy. In the back of Hot Worx, though, and not in a sauna, they do have a weight room, and they have a whole series of different types of routines you can do for developing and increasing muscles of your entire body. Okay, so I've always loved just to go out and walk, or when I was younger, I loved to go out and run. I also absolutely love to swim. And by the way, those of you in my vintage, Medicare allows you free membership to a whole series of gyms, and the YMCA is the one closest to me. It has a beautiful pool where I swim laps. So I don't know if this is of any assistance to you or not, but I tell you what, I have had fun exploring different exercise fitness opportunities that exist right around where I live. And currently am very involved in Orange Theory, Hot Worx. Absolutely love Hot Worx. Doesn't that sound crazy? And then I like to go to the YMCA and swim laps, and it's marvelous. Now, are these the exercises that you should develop? Not necessarily. I just know that I've heard so much good about infrared saunas and then about hot yoga, and I found a place that put those concepts together. I was excited beyond belief. So there's just some different ideas if you would like to get involved in more of a fitness regimen or program. Some of them may sound a little bit more difficult than others, but just remember, no matter what you do or where you go, you work at your own pace. That's the way to do it. And what I really like is I found places that give me group dynamics or that allow me to exercise on my own, but in a way that encourages me. It's something I love. So what's the best exercise you can do, especially if you're an older person? I would say it's the one you enjoy and you will do every day, or almost every day. Anyway, I hope there's something in this short little video, or perhaps it's longer than I think, that would service you in your world and empower you to become who you wish to be. And with great joy in my heart and appreciation for your listening to me, I thank you so much. And please take good care of you, because where would the rest of us be without you? Thank you, take care, and goodbye from Nurse Mary Jo.